You said it hours ago. Maybe it was yesterday. The conversation moved on without any trouble. Everyone went back to their evening. And you were still standing inside one sentence. Not the whole exchange, just the part where your voice did something you did not plan. The word that came out slightly wrong. The joke that landed a half-second late. The thing you meant warmly that you were now certain came across as cold. Everyone else walked out of that moment the second it ended. You were the only one who stayed. What your mind does in that room is stranger than it looks. It does not replay the conversation. It replays a clip. A few seconds, lifted out of an hour, looped until those few seconds feel like the only thing that actually happened. The long middle where you were easy and clear is gone. The part where you made someone laugh, where the talk moved by itself, where nothing was wrong, your mind keeps none of it. It saves the one frame where you faltered. And it plays that frame back as if it were the headline. You are not remembering the night. You are guarding 1 second of it. It does not arrive while you were busy either. It waits for the gaps, the shower, the walk back to the car, the minute after you turn off the light, when there is finally nothing else competing for the channel. The moment your day goes quiet, the clip begins again, as if it had been standing in line, patient, certain you would come back for it. There is a quiet logic underneath this, and it helps to see it plainly. Your mind is not trying to punish you. It is scanning for the one place you might have been seen as less than you wanted to be. It found that place, and now it cannot stop pointing at it. Because to the part of you that runs this, an awkward line is not a small thing that passed. It is a loose thread, something left open, and open things asked to be returned to. So you return. You walk back into the moment and you reread the line. You try saying it the way you wish you had. You study the other person's face again in your memory, looking for the flicker that tells you they noticed. You build a slightly better version of yourself and send that version back in to fix it. But the moment is over. There is nothing there to repair. There is only you, rehearsing a correction that can never be delivered. This is the part that costs you, though you rarely name it as a cost. The replay pretends to be useful. It feels like reviewing. It feels like learning. It dresses itself up as preparation for next time. And what do you actually walk away holding? Not a lesson, not a plan, just the wince, again, slightly fresher than before. You do not come out of the loop more prepared. You come out of it more convinced that the moment mattered. And the more you replay it, the more weight it gathers, until a sentence no one else remembers becomes the thing your whole evening seems to hang on. The replaying does not measure how much the moment mattered. The replaying is what makes it matter. And the clip is not even accurate anymore. Each time it loops, it drifts a little further from what was actually said. Your tone gets colder in the retelling. The pause gets longer. Their expression, which you barely saw in real time, sharpens into something you are now sure you witnessed. By the 10th replay, you are no longer reviewing the moment. You are reacting to a version your own mind has been quietly editing in the wrong direction. It helps to know where the other person actually is. Because while you were still in that room, they left it completely. They went home. They thought about dinner. They replayed their own few seconds from some other conversation you were never part of. The line you were still holding never reached them the way it reached you. To them, it was an ordinary moment in an ordinary talk, already gone. The door you keep walking back through does not exist on their side of the wall. And their silence afterward does not help because your mind has already decided what it means. If they do not mention it, that is not because it was nothing. It is because they were too kind to say. The ordinary fact that they moved on becomes, in the replay, the politeness of someone protecting you from how it really landed. There is no reaction calm enough to be read as calm. Even nothing gets translated into something. You can almost certainly recall in detail the clumsy thing you said last week. Now try to recall the clumsy thing the other person said in that same conversation. You probably cannot. Not because they were flawless, but because their stumbles never got filed. You only keep your own. The spotlight you feel on yourself is not the room watching you. It is you watching you with a brightness no one else in that room is using. Underneath it is a standard you would never place on anyone else. You let other people fumble a sentence. You barely notice when they do. You extend them the ordinary grace of being human while speaking in real time. The standard that says every word out of your mouth should land exactly as intended. That one is kept for you alone. You are the only person in your life required to speak without a single misstep. And this is how it quietly spreads. The replaying does not stay behind in the past. It walks forward with you into the next conversation, where part of your attention is no longer on the person in front of you, but on the recording you are already making. Monitoring your own words as they leave your mouth, checking each one for the flaw you will have to replay later. Which means you are half present and half reviewing. And a half-present sentence is far more likely to come out slightly wrong. So, the watching creates the very material it was trying to prevent. The loop quietly feeds itself. And if you follow it all the way down, there is a reason this particular kind of moment catches so hard. It is not really about the word you chose. It is about being seen in a way you did not get to approve first. Most of the time, you decide how you come across. You shape it, you smooth it, you offer the version you have already checked. The awkward lines slip past that checkpoint. For 1 second, you were visible without editing. And the replay is your mind trying to go back and revise something that was already received. Sometimes it reaches even further than replaying. You draft the message, the small clarifying text. Sorry if that came out strange earlier. You write it in your head, maybe even on the screen. And some steadier part of you knows that sending it would not close the moment. It would only reopen it on their side and hand them a thing to wonder about that they had already let go of. So, you delete it, and the wanting to send stays, with nowhere to land. So you keep tending the moment, certain that if you just understand exactly how it sounded, you can finally set it down. But understanding it more closely has never once been the thing that released it. The grip does not loosen because you solve the sentence. It loosens when you stop treating a finished thing as if it were still in progress. None of this means there is something wrong with you. A mind that goes back for the one line it got wrong is not a careless mind. It is a mind that cares enormously about not being misread, about not leaving someone with the wrong impression of you, about being kind and clear and understood. That care is real. It is one of the better things about you. It is only arriving too late, aimed at a moment it can no longer reach, doing its tenderness in a room that has already emptied out. You do not have to force the door shut. Forcing it is just another way of staying in the room. You are the only one still here, and the conversation finished saying itself a long time ago. The version of you who spoke was allowed to be unpolished for a second, the way everyone is, in every real conversation that has ever happened. The line you said is not following you. You are the one who keeps going back for it. And the moment you see that clearly, something quiet becomes possible. You would not be erasing it or deciding it was fine. You would just be letting the room go empty the way it already has for everyone else, letting the moment stay finished, letting yourself walk out the way the others already did. There will be other sentences. You will say something slightly wrong again, because everyone does, because being a person who speaks means sometimes speaking imperfectly. But you do not have to stand guard over each one. The moment is allowed to close, and so are you. Perhaps the change you were searching for was never outside of you. Perhaps it was always waiting for this moment of stillness. So for now, stop pushing, stop chasing, and simply remain here, because something within you already knows the way.